Okay, some more problems from section 2.4. This is number 10. And we have this function, f of x equals x squared minus 4x. And what we want to do is we want to find a, the slope, at x equals 1. And then we also want to find the tangent line, the equation of the tangent line and the normal line, and then graph all those. All right? So first of all, we use our slope formula from page 90. The limit as h approaches 0 of f of a plus h minus f of a over h. Okay, we take that limit, so we substitute in. So first of all, my a is going to be 1. That's when x equals 1. So it's going to be f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 all over h. And I put that in the function. Now the function is something squared minus 4 times a something. And in this case, the something is going to be 1 plus h. So I've got 1 plus h squared minus 4 times 1 plus h. That's my f of a plus h. Minus f of a. And that's just going to be the 1 squared minus 4 times 1. So we substitute that into the function. So be really careful when you do this. Give yourself plenty of room. Then we have to multiply this out. So this is going to be 1 squared plus twice the product plus h squared minus 4 times 1 is 4, and negative 4 times h is negative 4h. And then minus, and what I can do is I can simplify this. 1 squared minus 4 times 1, or 1 squared minus 4 is negative 3. So I hope that makes sense. Make sure you're kind of going through this. Hopefully you work this out on your own. You should have worked this out on your own before you're looking at these videos, all right? Try these on your own first, because you're going to have some quizzes on these. And you won't be able to refer to the video during the quiz. So again, make sure you kind of work these out and then check your work. And if you see something wrong, make your corrections and then try it again. Okay? Now we can simplify this. A negative times a negative is a positive, so, and then I can say 1 and negative 4, I can combine those to be negative 3. All right? Okay, so again, a negative times a negative is a positive, and then 1, negative 4 is negative 3, and negative 3 plus 3 cancel, so I end up with just negative 2h plus h squared over h. That's my limit. It's still 0 over 0. All these are going to be 0 over 0 until I can get rid of this h. And now I can factor this out of the top. And then I can cancel these h's, and now I've got something I can evaluate. The limit as h approaches 0 of negative 2 plus h, and as h goes to 0, that just becomes negative 2. So my slope is negative 2. All right? Now I want to find my equation of the tangent line. Now remember, the function, okay, was f of x equals x squared minus 4x. Add 1. So I want to find the y that goes with that, so I can just put 1 in here. 1 squared minus 4 times 1. So that's what I did over here. And this is the b part. So I put this 1 squared minus 4 times 1, and that's negative 3. So f of 1 is negative 3, so my point is 1, f of 1, or 1, negative 3. And I just put this in the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And again, y1 was negative 3, and x1 was 1. All right. And then a negative times a negative is a positive, so I've got y plus 3 minus 2x minus times a minus is a plus 2. And then if I subtract 3 from both sides, I've got negative 2x. 2, negative 3 is negative 1, and that's the equation of the tangent line. Okay? And now we also have to find the normal line. So let me switch this around here for you. Remember, the normal line is at the same point. It's going to be going through the same point at the point of tangency. And the normal line will be perpendicular to the tangent line at that point of tangency. So if the slope of my tangent line is negative 2, the slope of the line that's perpendicular to that will be positive 1/2, the negative reciprocal, and that's going to be at the same point, 1, negative 3. So again, I put this in the point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And again, I substitute. y1 is negative 3, x1 is 1, There's my slope of 1/2. A negative times a negative is positive, so I got y plus 3 equals 1/2 x minus 1/2. Then I can subtract 3 from both sides. So 1/2 x minus 1/2 minus 3, which is negative 1/2, and negative 3 is negative 3.5, or negative 7/2. And there's the equation of your normal line. Now we want to graph this, and again, first of all, we want to graph it without the calculator because we can do that. So this is my function. Okay, I know that it's a parabola, and I can find the zeros of it. It's not too bad. Okay, so first of all, I just factored it and set it equal to 0, so I've got zeros at x equals 0 and x equals 4. And it's symmetrical, so I have my zeros here at 0 and 4, so I know my vertex is going to be at 2, right down the middle. So I just found the function, the value of the function at 2, f of 2. 2 squared minus 4 times 2 is 4 minus 8, which is negative 4. So my vertex was down here at 2, negative 4. So I can find the vertex and find the zeros, and I can kind of sketch it from there. And I know it's going to be a standard parabola. There's no problem there, so I can actually go from here. I can go over 1, up 1, over 2, up 4, over 3, up 9, or back 1, up 1, back 2, up 4, back 3, up 9. It's a standard shaped parabola. Okay? So it looks like this. I kind of sketch it in pencil. And then I put the points I figured out for my tangent line. My tangent line, the intercept was negative 1, and the slope is negative 2. So I go down 1 over 2. That's negative 2. Or I should, pardon me, say down 2 over 1, pardon me. Down 2 over 1, negative 2 over 1. Or I can go negative 1 up 2, and that's still going to be 2 over 1. Or I'm going to the left, negative 1, so I'm going, like I'd actually do it like this. I would go 2, negative 1, 2, up 2, negative 1, up 2, over negative 1, up 2, over negative 1. So I still have that negative 2 slope. So that was my tangent line. And I can use my trusty straight edge here. And this was the point of tangency, right here when x is 1. I'm sorry, when x is 1, and what's y? Negative 3. So that was my point of tangency. 1, negative 3. I think we had that over here. Okay. So this was my point. In other words, we wanted to find out what it was tangent when x is 1. When x is 1, f of 1 is negative 3. So that was my point of tangency. So I go 1, negative 3. There's my point of tangency right there. I hope you can see that. Oops. I should zoom in, shouldn't I? It's better now that I figured all this out, so you can see this better. There we go. So I can zoom out a little bit. It's a little bit better. Okay. So I think you can see that now. And again, you've got this graph paper, so it's the same graph paper. So again, there's my zeros. There was my vertex at 4, negative 2, and these are my points. All right. So again, the slope was 2, so I can go down 2 over 1, or up to negative. That would be negative 2 over 1, or positive 2 back 1, or over negative 1. So either way, it's going to give me that negative 2 slope. So it's like this, and I'll connect those to get the tangent line. There we go. So there's your tangent line. And then I found out the normal line. Again, my intercept was negative, okay, negative 3.5. So I went down here, 1, 2, 3.5. So there's my negative 3.5. And my slope was 1/2. So I go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Or I can go see, negative 1/2, so I can go down 1, back 2, down 1, back 2, and that's going to give me the negative 1/2. So I can draw my tangent line in there, and something like that. And you can see that's a nice right angle. So there's your tangent line in orange and your normal line in green. And we can take a look at this over here if we use our calculator. Hopefully you can see this, and then we're going to put this on. And I put my values in. There was my function, there's my tangent line, and there's my normal line. And I can try zoom 6. And we get something like this. And now see, it doesn't look like it's perpendicular because I don't have a square window, so I can go zoom 5 and get a square window. And we can see something like that. And there you go, and there you go. Now if you have trouble reading these points, you could always go to zoom 4. Just keep the same window, I think. Just keep the square window.